Now, I'm going to have to put my glasses on for this, otherwise it'll be like the whack read-through lyrics.
With your glasses on.
Yeah, I'll have to.
Fred Flintstone will be buzzing right now.
My glasses as well. Okay, first of all, she said it's okay to use a name. She called herself Meg. So,
The Meg?
Meg the Stallion. Go on.
Maybe, yeah. Right, hi guys, I've got one for you. My ex-husband is about to marry someone who verbally abuses my children. Now my kids are grown, 22, 20 and 18, but as a parent, anyone who hurts my kids must be dealt with. So a few weeks ago, this woman texted my daughters and asked if they were going to join her dress fitting, knowing full well they had no desire to go. They previously made the decision crystal clear. My 20-year-old daughter basically told her off and informed her again that no one was going to the fitting or the wedding.
Fair enough.
In response, this woman took an uncalled swipe at the daughter. My daughter has suffered 2 miscarriages in the past, and I'm sure you guys know how painful this can be. This woman texted this to my daughter, inverted commas, well, at least I can have kids.
Fuck.
Exactly. My daughters have asked me not to get involved, but I'm having difficulty doing this. I'd like to know what you would do in this situation. Cheers, guys. That's from Meg. So, there we go.
I think someone that's that much of a dick and puts that much bad energy out there is going to have a shit life anyway. To be that bitter and say things like that to people, you're just going to attract nothing but drama, fights. I'm not saying don't do anything, I'm just saying there's at least some solace in the fact that she'll end up miserable.
Yeah, it sounds like it. And it just doesn't seem like a nice person, does she? At all? No. This other woman.
Easy way to deal with it. Do you want my way to deal with it?
Do you have to preface it with like allegedly or with this isn't?
No,
I don't recommend this.
It's an easy way to do it, right? So your ex-husband is the father, I'm guessing father of the kids, right?
Yeah.
Right. So what you do is you speak to the father of the kids on the side and say, I need to speak to you away from her. When the kids need to speak to you.
Yep.
Get the kids, you and your ex-husband together.
Yep.
And show him the fucking text. And just say, that's what your future wife's sending.
To your daughter.
To your daughter.
Yeah.
So if you're happy marrying something like that, just put the seed in his head.
Yeah.
Now, because now he knows she's a fucking psycho.
And that's one of the reasons.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons he's not going. Yeah.
I think you're right there, actually. Yeah, really good idea.
Yeah. And then let him deal with it internally. And he'll go home and say to her, why did you send that? And she'll go, I was joking. And she'll give it all that bullshit. And just go, he fucking wasn't joking, no.
Obviously, they know the personality of this woman, though, don't they? Obviously, she's obviously a bit of a bad one. Yeah. By all accounts, reading between the lines. So,
the father obviously wants his daughters at the wedding, his kids at the wedding. And if they don't go, it's a massive slap in the face to him. And if they show him the reason why they're not going, he's down to her. Maybe plants that seed in his mind. I mean, maybe the ex wants it to marry her to get him out of her face.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
I think when the kids are grown up and probably flying the coop and everything like that, the dad's probably thinking, I've got to think about my happiness.
Yeah.
And he's being a bit selfish here and not thinking about his daughters because they're going to be gone and he doesn't want to be alone. But maybe he's settling for a dickhead.
You think he must be aware of the animosity between them, you think.
But what you say, the next sentence will be as well, when she does have, if you don't deal with this, when she does have kids, you won't be seeing them. You won't be the grandparent. You'd just be a fucking dick that no one sees.
Yeah.
Along with her.
Yeah. Think about your future.
Yeah.
But like I say, initially, maybe he's just thinking about himself. Yeah. Forget about the daughter, thinking, I'm just going to have to let this one pass this by. I'm just going to think about myself. Yeah. Maybe he's got a bit of selfishness in him, when it comes to that.
She's going to end up taking half of his kids' inheritance. Guaranteed. He's going to get married to her. She sounds like a dick.
Yeah.
It's going to end badly and it's going to affect your kids in the future.
Of course, yeah.
But I know if it was the other side, and I had children who went away, and my wife remarried to a guy who was abusing my kids in verbally or whatever, fucking wouldn't last long.
No.
Yeah.
No. I'm trying to think what the equivalent would be for me. Because I've got a daughter, and if she went through the same thing, and someone said something like that to my daughter, I'd fucking.
It's just disgraceful, isn't it?
I wouldn't be able to not do anything about it.
Yeah. It's just not good, that one. Absolutely horrible comment. But
plus, shit comment to make in the first place, especially if she's gone through some challenging times when she's had a couple of miscarriages in the past. And she knows that. She's used that and sort of come up. It's just an evil thing to say.
I'd name and shame her.
Yeah.
Get screenshot, put it on social media.
Yeah.
And just let it filter back to the husband. Don't make a thing of it.
I'd get the husband in first and say, this is what we're going to do if you don't deal with it.
Ultimate Karen text my daughter, horrific message. Get in the local press.
Yeah.
Just really fucking going at her.
Day before the wedding day.
I mean, to use something like that, though.
Do you know the other side of it? You can be a proper dick as well yourself, and you could sort of like agree to go to the wedding, right? And on the day of the wedding, just pull out and fucking go on holiday.
Yeah.
Don't turn up.
Or turn up in t-shirts with that text on the t-shirt like that.
Just don't turn up.
But
I
don't know.
The
Maybe
last thing you want, even if you disagree with a wedding, the last thing you want to do is go and make a scene and upstage it. You're better off just not going on.
Yeah,
but agree to go. Go through the whole programme as if you're going to go. And then on the day off, just go on holiday somewhere.
Yeah.
Just shoot off somewhere else.
People like that will always end up alone. And that's the thing. Whenever I encounter someone like that, I think you can have no friends, you can have no family around you when you get to a certain age because no one likes you.
I'm not sure, mate. She might be in that environment already where she's got plenty of friends and plenty of family around her, and this is just the new family coming in, and she just did a bit of a this is not to you, by the way, Meg. This is in her mind. She probably thinks your family are a pain in the arse, which they probably are to her. You're probably a lovely family,
yeah, like an inconvenience because she wants her life with the guy and not the old life.
Yeah. And she wants to be the centre of the show. She's going to be the new mom, if you want, and look at me, and I don't know if she's younger than you, Meg, or if she's, in a different situation. But what you want to do is just fucking upstage her. Just upstage. Just say, yeah, we'll come, and then just don't turn up.
I think the kids are old enough to make their own minds up there as well. Like if the kids were 12, 13,
then you have to deal with it.
Yeah, then you've got to deal with it. But they're young adults, those kids, and it's on them if they want to never speak to her, never speak to the dad.
Should maybe Meg be encouraging them to maybe go and sort of see the father and say, instead of the woman,
I won't go to school and say, get him there, say we need to speak to you,
do it all together,
but then
you come here,
but get like the kids to do it, or a daughter that's involved in this, maybe get her to do it, so then Meg's not involved in it and she's not seen as one that's trying to put a sparrow in the works.
Do you know what the modern method is?
Just block her.
No, go to her employer and say to her employer, that's fucking messages your employees are sending out.
Yeah, it's a tricky one.
Maybe.
I think my favourite way of dealing with people like that is just block them. Block the number, whatever. And then, she'll have to try and get in touch eventually to say, well, what's going on with the wedding? It's like, I don't want to talk to you. You were vile to me last time.
Yeah.
But nothing to say to you.
Yeah, remember the message that you sent us.
Move on with your life.
People sending messages like that, you don't want to be around them, do you? You don't want to be involved in them.
No.
You don't want to be a family with them, so...
Happy people don't send messages like that. No. So just take solace in the fact that she's a miserable bitch.
Yeah.
And usually if that doesn't work, stick a pool ball in a sock and...
There's
always another way.
And just gently put it on the side and do nothing else.
Give it a good polish.
Yeah, I mean, you've got to be protective of your kids, but they are young adults. They can look after themselves as well.
Yeah, just encourage them to stick up for themselves and do the right thing.
Yeah, and it's going to end up her and the kids, the family, and the husband with the new wife are going to be over there as something else anyway. Yeah,
but the husband's going to miss out then on any grandchildren, anything like that goes going forward. He misses out on it just because he should have said, why don't you tell me that? He might say in 5 years time, why don't you show me that? Why don't you tell me that happened?
Yeah, he should be aware of that.
Yeah.
So whatever happens, he needs to know about that.
Yeah, it's a good point, that. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think of it that way. I just assumed that he would know that she's like that.
But just stick together with your daughters. Yep, strong.
Yeah.
And give it to him.
Good luck to your daughter if she does try and have more kids. Fingers crossed. And
let us know what gets on.
If it's a boy, Dave.
Daz is a great name.
If it's old with grey hair, Mike.
You imagine baby David.
Yeah.
Baby Mike or baby Daz. What sounds better?
Yeah, fair enough.
Baby Dave.
Baby David. Royal family.
Yep.
Thanks for that, Meg, anyway.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Good luck.